So, hey, I know you didn't like that game, but you know I just made my team better. I know
Are you
what you're
talking to me?
thinking about. Yeah, I know Slammy looked at that game, was like, damn, Saul went crazy.
You ain't have to. Hey, my stream up. I'm finna play Street now.
Okay, I'm gonna watch a little bit of that.
I'm streaming it on YouTube.
Artie Burns got one, Sean Davis. And Sean Davis got one to the crib. I got an interception to the crib with Sean Davis. And that's what he needed. Then I got Long, my guy got one. Top crib.
You don't need none. You need to let that air out of here. That's what he's for.
He put me so many interceptions. He put me interceptions galore. Defense, my dude went crazy. I didn't know it for. I don't know that guy.
No, that was
I'm sure them that cheese registered right there, Jack. I need those that cheese registered nice. That was kind of unfair right there, man. Wide receiver credible. D-line and linebacker DBs. All my DBs are good.
I'm a PL going.
You ain't gonna be able to pass on me. Oh, one nigga got 15 grand.
My boy gotta do that thing.
Taylor just got 5,400 out there.
Yeah, they got my shit on wild. How the fuck he 10-4 but division leader? Oh yeah, cause ain't nobody in his fucking division. That's why.
I get his tested up.
Hey, so I'm about to pop this mic up, man.
Oh, okay.
You gotta get into it, dog.
Yeah, I know, dog. You got a big game ahead of you.
Yeah.
I want Mark Taylor to be coming
I'm gonna come back in the party though. Hold on.
Here and on the air. Today we reach week 15 and we've got a good matchup in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. One man in the backfield. That's McCoy. He's going to get the football. And they're able to get this one across the 35. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Let's go.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. After the penalty, it's McCoy. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And here's our first look today at this offense.
And let's start with LaShawn Shady McCoy, their star running back. He can do everything. Run it inside, get to the perimeter, and, of course, catch it out of the backfield.
Let's go.
Taylor now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Here we go.
Third and long, it's Taylor. And got him in. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient. And a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Let's go.
Now Taylor on 1st down. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll be a Buffalo 1st down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on, catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Come on, let's go.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
Joe Hayden is a complete cornerback. He tackles, he covers, and does everything with incredible speed.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again, it's McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
This is the 6th rounder from Eastern Michigan, Darius Jackson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The starters for the Cleveland Browns. And let's discuss the tight end, Gary Barnidge. Sometimes he can get overlooked.
I love how he emerged in 2015. We had a scouting report on him that said he was a good blocker, dependable receiver, but no stardom at all. Had a 1,000-yard season in 2015. No longer do we have those shackles on him at all. Gary Barnidge can play. Love the run right there, and when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Kyle Williams never gets the credit he deserves as a defensive tackle, but every offense in the league knows how difficult it is to block him.
Now they'll throw it with Boykin. Complete here to Gary Barnidge. Good use of the pass there to pick up the 1st down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Now the 3rd-year man from Alabama State, Isaiah Crowell. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2 yards to go here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Let's round.
3rd and 2 here for Boykin. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
They're going on 4th. Boykin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Reggie Ragland. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
One man in the backfield. That's McCoy. 2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning. Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. On 2nd down, it's Boykin. Underneath for Johnson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time, and it's 4th down.
Getting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, That's winning football.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and throw for it with Boykin. He finds Coleman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Come on, let's go!
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I'm often struck when I watch LaShawn McCoy play, how often you just watch him, and you can almost get mesmerized by his style, and then, boom, there's another 20-plus-yard run. It's amazing how he pulls it off.
Yeah, his former second-round pick out of Pittsburgh, still doing it in the league at a very, very high level. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And this is caught by Watkins. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
He may have had some off-season foot surgery, but that hasn't prevented Sammy Watkins from being Sammy Watkins, and that's special.
And when we see him before the game running the route tree, looked like the same Sammy Watkins to me that we saw a year ago.
Yeah, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. I love his explosiveness off the line of scrimmage as he starts his routes.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now Taylor on 1st down. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Taylor with a give to McCoy. Down to the 25. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Here we go.
They'll go again to McCoy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Right side complete. That's Woods. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go. Spread 38. Spread 38.
On 2nd down, Taylor. This is caught. Watkins. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And now it's blocked. And the defense has it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30, the 20, 10, 5. And they bring this all the way back the other way for 2 points. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
Here we go.
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now Boykin on 1st down. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Terrell Pryor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Play clock winding down. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you just say...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On second down, here's Boykin. Oh, he's got a little daylight. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll come out in the pistol. Boykin now off the bootleg. He finds Coleman. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. On the run, this is Jackson. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been... And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
Here we go.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bills will take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Watkins alone on the left side. And the hard count got the defense there. Encroachment and the 5-yard penalty. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And some space here. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there have to change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it's good enough for a Cleveland first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Second down following the run. They go play action now. Boykin. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their dangerous wide receiver as the first half is winding down. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Taylor on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Here we go.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Final play of the half, it's Taylor. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to air this out deep for Harvin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by T.J. Green, the rookie safety. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll run with Crowell, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. A host of Bills there that time to make the stop.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now it's Boykin. Well, this is brought in by Pryor. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. On 3rd-and-1, Boykin. He finds Coleman. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Second down, 9 yards to go. They run again with Jackson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Boykin. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Andre Hawkins, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
Tell me.
that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
1 man in the backfield. That's McCoy. They're going to give it to him running right. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
On second down, here's Taylor. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Let's go. 1, 2. Flex round. Come on.
Now the rookie Boykin. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
It's a nice catch there by Gary Barnage, and there's no getting around it. The emergence of him has been nothing short of stunning, hasn't it?
Yeah, first 6 years, total 44 catches. Then at age 30 last year, he goes for 79.
Who says you don't get better with age?
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. The rookie Boykin to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. first and goal. They'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for it. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting him through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's got time. He's going to look deep down the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by T.J. Green, the rookie safety. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. It's Aaron Williams on the stop. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll give the Bills a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now, and they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Taylor on first down. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jamie Collins. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Right side complete. That's Woods. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jamie Collins in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So the false start will back them up 5. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 2nd down, Taylor. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
Long, it's Taylor. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the seemingly endless drive continues. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's go.
Taylor will throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Percy Harvin, the intended receiver there, and it's 3rd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On third down, Taylor. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Come on, let's go.
Here we go. It's Taylor on fourth down. And this is incomplete. Rex Ryan's decision does not pay off. And this Browns defense stands tall. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Here we go.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. Boykin now off the bootleg. Backing up. And this is brought in by Pryor. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The offense is in total control right now. And while they don't want to be in anything close to a hurry-up, they want to make sure they do things with discipline now. Get to the line of scrimmage, line up correctly, take time off the clock, snap the ball late in the play clock, and run the game out.
And they'll go on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
Boykin wants to throw it. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a nifty little deke juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Boykin to throw on 3rd. This will be caught just inside the 10. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1.